explosive seeker mine detected. Rogue striker drone detected.
Behind us, on the bridge.
Rogue Stinger Hive detected. Rogue Hive detected. Agent down. Agent out of action. Agent deceased. Boost about to come online. An agent needs
Hey,
assistance.
Brooklyn's trying to flank y'all.
Boost about to expire. Rogue explosive seeker mine detected. The boost is being detected by allies. Allies have acquired the boost. Immediate medical assistance needed. Rogue striker drone detected. Rogue Stinger Hive detected. Rogue Hive detected.
Specialization supply drop has been arranged for you. Friendly claiming the supply drop. Specialization supply drop is being picked up by a friend. The enemy can't keep up. They're about to get pulled out.
Striker drone detected. Vital sign. It's critical.
There's no pulling out. Keep fighting. You're halfway through the fight. There are no more rogue reinforcements. Eliminate whoever blocked.
Rogue Stinger Hive detected. Agent down. Hive detected. Immediate medical assistance needed. Agent down. An agent needs assistance. Agent deceased. Boost about to activate. Boost now active. Agent down.
You won. Well done.
Safe area entered.
Welcome back, everybody. It's another build video with your boy, the Toxic Virus. So, this build, it's pretty funny. It's toxic. People get mad when you use in the DZ, especially. But we are gonna get right into it. So, it's similar to a build meta build. It's similar to the meta right now, but here's a few things I changed around it. And people will hate you for it when you're using the DZ. I get hate mail all the time. And the way you use it, you want to use it in a 4-man group at all times, because to get it to hit as hard as you want, it's so hard to get the pieces, because they don't drop as often. Plus, 2 of the pieces that you need to make this build the way I want to make it, the way I want to finalize make it, it's still gonna take me some time. It's all RNG based. Plus, you gotta worry about other players, and 2 of the pieces you gotta get them in the fucking dark zone. It's a pain in the ass. So we're gonna get right into it. So for one, I got 2 versions of this. This is the version I'm currently using right now. When I get the pieces to drop the way I want them to drop, I will show you the other version of it. Alright, so basically we're using Lady Death. You already know, I'm using this shotgun. It hits hard, it's fun to use. Orbit, of course. Nothing special there. So I'm doing 2-piece Golem, 1-piece Seskup, 1-piece Bellstone. And then these are the 2 Dark Zone pieces. I'm pretty sure you guys could guess what they are and where I'm going with this build from the last previous clip. This is a armor regen claws out Lady Death meta build. Pretty much a claws out build as meta. So we're gonna get into the mask. 2-piece Golem, 1st piece status effect, 2nd piece 1% armor regen. Got armor regen in the mask. That's a God roll mask. Got lucky there. Boom. 2nd piece on the chest. I haven't gotten all the NYC hunters. Sad but true, just returned to the game, and I don't really have people to do all that running around NYC doing go over there, hit this button, collect this flag. I kind of don't care for the perfect intimidate right now. I mean, whenever my clan gets around to helping me with it, I'll grab it when I grab it. But until then, I'm using this chest piece with intimidate. Ta-ta-ta. Yeah, armor's not that great on this build. These are just the rolls I got for it. This is as lucky as I can get with it. Hits decent. When it's finalized, it will hit like a truck. Backpack, I'm using a Sesko with Adrenaline Rush. It's a pretty decent rolls. 10% weapon damage. And I'll roll crit hit damage on that. I already have max armor regeneration. But a crit hit damage mod. Seska for the freaking crit hit chance. So I'm using Bellstone, obvious reasons, the 1% piece for armor regen there, crit hit change there. And then we're gonna get into the 2 PvP pieces. First one, Emperor's Guard. I got 2 of these. That's my other one. Yeah, it's hard to get them to drop with what I wanted to drop. Obviously, I wanted to drop with critical hit damage or critical hit chance, so like that I could roll that core attribute, which is a skill tier towards armor. That is my end game goal to this build. Very hard to get these pieces to drop the way you want them to drop, let alone they barely drop. So, very hard. And my 2nd piece, I got this piece last year right before I left the game. Sorry of the fellow I robbed you for it. It's a claws out with headshot damage. I robbed some solo player into this one morning. I went in there solo myself. And dude just so happened to have a claws out with headshot damage. I took that. The hardest piece of gear I ever had to get out the dark zone was this piece right here. This dude chased me throughout the dark zone for like an hour. It was really hard to get this piece right here out of the DZ that one morning when I got it last year. So the ideal, piece you want to get it with is with critical hit damage or critical hit chance, and you want it because of the melee damage. And for my secondary, I'm using, yeah, this shotgun hits hard. Optimus, damage to armor, crit hit damage on it. And the skills I'm using, you know, oh yeah, I'm a skill tier 6 on my shield. I forgot about that. Yeah, since I cannot change the core, I was going to put critical hit damage on those Mirakamis. I pretty much rock Technician to get the shield as skill tier 6. And then, to get even cheesier, I use the Defender drone. And that's at tier 2. Well, you're probably wondering, like, why are you being so toxic, so cheesy? Well, for one, the build ain't finalized. If anything, I would take the shield off, keep the Defender drone on. If I had this build the way I want it, I would take the shield off, keep the Defender drone on, keep on Technician. And then I would use something like a Jammer Pulse or switch Technician to Gunner, and then go with a Banshee Pulse and the Defender drone. That's the ideal end goal of this build. I will show you guys the stats real quick. And it is 57 crit hit chance, 132 crit hit damage, which is why in that clip you just seen Conflict, yeah, I don't hit as hard as I want to. So you gotta keep it moving. You gotta do burst damage, reload, move, burst damage, reload, move. You gotta be hard to hit, because right now, especially with this crit damage, I'm not hitting too hard. So I gotta make myself a hard target. And what helps a lot well with that is armor regen. So I got it to a minimum of, I wouldn't suggest anything lower than 60k. It's hard to survive. Anything lower than 60k when you're doing a claws out armor regen build, both PvP and PvE, it's hard to survive. So I would suggest minimum 60k armor regen to make the build really work the way you want it to work. My armor is 1.4. I would love that to be like 1.7, 1.5. Fortunately, ain't got the best rolls, as you guys can see. I will showcase the damage now. This is just a build to use to have fun with. It's something different. Throws people off. It confuses them. It's funny as hell. In PvE, the melee damage is like 1.3 mil, something like that. In PvP, I think it's, in Conflict, I think it's like 200k or 209k. And in the Invaded Dark Zone, I think it's like 309k, something like that. I've tested it. I just don't have footage of it because I forgot to record it. But that's how hard you hit in the Dark Zone. So pretty much, if you're going up against a DP, no, in the Invaded Dark Zone, no, I actually think it hits a player for 1 point. If they're on their health, I think it hits them for like 1.1 mil. If they have armor, I think it hits them for like 309k. So pretty much, if you can melt the player's armor off and melee them, they're dead. It's that simple. Unless they're a tank. If they're a tank, then it's going to take like 2 hits with claws out. Because they have all that extra health. But here, I will get to the damage. I recommend use this build in the group. Do not solo with this build. You just do not hit hard enough, especially if you don't have it the way I want to have it, with like 145 to 150 crit hit damage. If you ain't at that crit hit damage sweet spot, do not solo with this build anywhere, because you will get wrecked. And here goes the burst damage for body shots. Shots. Well, not too accurate. I'll show you the burst damage again on those headshots. Around 2 million. So it still works for PvE pretty good. It's just you gotta be wary though. You want to keep that 60k armor regen. I'm gonna reset this. Here's my shotty. This shotgun is just, it hits hard as hell. That's why I use it on most of my builds. It's ridiculous how hard this shotgun hits. Oh yeah, just one more time over the stats. Yep, 57 crit chance, 132 crit hit damage. How much damage to armor do I? Oh yeah, 6% damage to armor. We switch guns to a shotgun. Boom, look at that. Whopping 36% crit hit chance. I got 137 crit hit damage. And it's a shotgun, so that kind of makes up for the, you know, crit hit chance because of the spread shots. Yeah, and that's pretty much it for the build. If you guys like this build, it's just a build to have fun with. Remember using the 4-man group, because to get those last 2 pieces with critical hit damage or chance, it's very difficult. Very difficult. My RNG is not the best. I make with what I do and live with. Anyway, thanks again you guys, and I hope you enjoyed the video for that claws out build.